Angle gets smaller. Why does it happen to trigonometric function? Let's dive into it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There is something common in most of us who are watching this video right now. And that something is, we all, probably in our maths or physics lecture, have heard this statement from our teacher saying, when the angle is very small, the trigonometric function like sine and tangent is almost equivalent to the angle. Haven't we? But when we heard this, did we ever try to question why? Or we just accepted it because our teacher said? Well, if you did the second thing, then don't worry, I was on the same boat. But later on, as I got more curious about the subject, the things started to get revealed. And today, in this video, I'm going to explain you the reason behind this statement. Condition apply, the angle should be in radians. So the question comes, what is radian? See, the way we measure distance in terms of meters, kilometers, yards, etc. The same way, to measure an angle apart from degree, of which most of us are familiar of, there's one more unit to measure it, and that is radian. So to go from degree to radian and vice versa, the formula is on the screen. So what is radian? It is nothing but another unit to measure an angle, to express an angle. Now let's get back to the actual question. Imagine a standard unit circle. So what is standard unit circle? As the name suggests, it is actually a circle with its center at origin, that is 0, 0, and its radius is equal to 1. It can be anything, it can be 1 meter, it can be 1 kilometer, but the thing is that it should be 1. Now, let us consider one of the radius OA. Let us assume an angle theta between that ray OA and x-axis. Now, I will draw a perpendicular from point A on that x-axis. Exactly, we'll get a right angle triangle. Now let's apply a sine function to that angle. What will we get? What will be the value of sine theta? It will be AB, right? Because according to the definition of sine, it was opposite divided by hypotenuse. Opposite is AB and hypotenuse is radius and radius is 1. So the value of sine theta will be AB. Now, I'll do an interesting thing here. Now I'll take that point A and I'll pull it to its x-axis. And I'll pull it at such an extent that the angle theta will become very small. And at that point, what will be the value of sine theta? Just ponder over it, because this is where the crux of the topic lies. See, what is actually happening here, when I'm pulling that point A towards the x-axis, the part of the curve between that radius and x-axis has actually started to perform the function of the opposite side of that angle. It is not exactly equal to the opposite side, but when theta is very small, at that point, that curve, that portion of the curve, actually behave as a straight line and it start to perform a function of the opposite side of that angle. Bit confusing, right? Let's take an example of it to understand it in a better way. Imagine a curve, any curve. If you look at it as a whole, it will appear you like a curve. But when you try to zoom into it, you'll find that that curve is actually made up of small straight lines. And the practical example of it would be our Mother Earth. Earth is spherical, right? We all will be in agreement here. But when you go out, does it appear like a curved surface? No. The reason being, you are a very small part of that big curve. So it appears to you like a flat surface. So the same concept is applied here. So when the angle becomes very small, that section of the curve becomes like a straight line and its then we can approximate that straight line as the opposite side of that angle. So what will be the value of sine theta here? It will be the length of that arc divided by radius, right? Radius is 1. So the value of sine theta will be actually equal to the length of that arc. Now in geometry we have learned the formula for the length of arc. There is nothing but radius multiplied by the angle which is subtended at the center, that is theta. So now here radius is 1, so the sine theta will be equal to the theta, and thus this magic happens. Now what will be the value of cosine? Well, by definition of cosine, it will be adjacent divided by hypotenuse, which will be r by r, and the cosine will be 1. And what will be the tangent? The tangent is the ratio of sine and cosine. Sine is theta and cosine is 1, so again, tan theta will also be equal to theta. And if you figured out this value of 3 trigonometric function, you can figure out the remaining else. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this was that explanation which I wanted to share with you. I hope you must have enjoyed it, and if you do, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification icon so that you will get the updates of my latest videos. And last but not the least, please provide your opinion in the comment section box so that I can improve my videos. See, this is my first video, so definitely there will be a room for improvement. So hereby I conclude my video, and we'll be back again with amazing such videos on science and mathematics. Until then, always remember, make learning interesting. Thank you.